Caroline, in less than 140 characters, why should somebody use social media?
Because you can get your message out to a massive audience.
So what has happened? Why not just put an advert on a printed newspaper? Why not just put a banner around a football club? Why now this insistence or this persuasion to use what is basically advertising on the internet, isn't it?
It is. Well, no, it's not advertising on the internet. It's getting a message out to a big audience, and the audience that's a target audience. Why not in print and why not on a soccer? Well, you can do all that, but how many people spend an hour a day looking at the banner that's on the side of a soccer pitch? How many people spend an hour a day with their nose inside the newspaper? The general UK public spend a minimum, and that's a minimum of 1 hour a day on social media sites. So if you've got a message to get out into the wide ether, into a massive community, the best way to do it is through social media.
So how can you, because some people feel there are a lot of social media slick oil salesmen, so are you the genuine article?
I hope so. What we do is we use social media for actually targeting the audience, so we don't spam people. We won't just keep putting out repeated messages all the time. What we're doing is we're looking for the target audience that our customers want to engage with. We're actually engaging with them as if we are our clients, and we're building relationships with them. So we're not using social media just to say come by, come by, come by. It's how can we help you? What can we do to help you? Can we signpost you to somewhere that might be able to help you better? Can we help you and actually provide you with a solution? It's all about helping people, getting to the audience that you want to get to, and actually closing a deal or making an arrangement. Because you know what, social media is great, but the most powerful way to do business is still face to face. So social media is a means to an end. It's a vehicle to get your message out there, to get people reading and listening to what you want to say, but always with the end goal, if it's business to business, of getting people down, sitting down face to face, even if that means it's face to face via video conferencing, it's still face to face. Or if it's to consumers, so much is done online now. So if you were to look at retail, how much of it is on the high street and how much of it is online these days? So that's why we need to send people online.
Is this a fad, or is this a bit like saying television's a fad? Is this something that's here to stay, is that right?
It's definitely here to stay. I mean, if you think Facebook's been going since 2004, there's now 800 million people on Facebook. That's not going to go in a hurry. Okay, there's going to be new introductions into the market. Look at Google Plus. Google Plus have come into the market. In the first 8 weeks, they had 20 million users. They're early adopters. Will it grow? Yes, it will grow. Why will it grow? It will grow because people want to use that to rank their websites better. So social media is here to stay. It's ingrained in the youth of our society. It's actually everyday living. It's no longer just, oh, what's this new fad? I remember when texts come out, oh, text will never work. Well, you know, I don't know how many million or billion texts are sent a day. It's exactly the same in social media. It's so ingrained now in the way we live our lives, it's not ever going to go away.
But you mentioned face-to-face, so things like the Thurrock Network Group, do you find that a really important brick in your wall?
Thurrock Network Group is an essential part of marketing, certainly for Salescene, because it's a way of getting people who are not yet online. You know, you can preach to the converted, can't you? And not everyone needs what you do. If they're already online and it's already working for them, they might not need our services. So we still go offline and we still market offline because we want to help people to come online, to learn how it can benefit them and to learn what they need to do.
Things like Facebook and Twitter, is it true that one of the big mistakes people tend to make is if you're going to use Twitter, use it properly and use it regularly? Is there nothing worse than seeing a 2-month gap in somebody using something, as if the shop is empty for 2 months?
Yeah, you've got to stay. I mean, Twitter is such a noisy place. There's 200 million people on Twitter, and the pace of the timeline moves so quickly. If you put one tweet out and then don't bother for another 2 months, you've lost so much opportunity. The absolute minimum frequency on Twitter has to be at least 5 to 6 times a day, just to make sure you're getting your name out there, but not the same message either. Because otherwise, if someone looks at your timeline and everything says exactly the same thing, that's not organic, that's not how a conversation would happen face to face. It needs to be what's appropriate at that time. So maybe if you're trying to go for the mum market, you might look at 9:30 when they're back from the school run, 2:30 just before they go out to the school run. So you've got different markets that are online at different times. So that's why you need to be posting far more than once every 2 months, and actually need to be posting regularly during the day. On Facebook, however, it's a bit more sticky, so if you post something and people like it and they comment on it, it will stay in the newsfeed for a lot longer, therefore once a day is actually okay.